everyone to a beautiful night here in Merrill Field. Our matchup tonight is the Harlan Cyclones against Lewis Central Titans. I'm Brian Martin. With me is Shane Conrad, and on the camera is Jonathan North. Shane, we're back, and it is football season.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. It is football season, and we are happy to be back.
Yes.
Another exciting Cyclone season coming up. Going to be a tough test again to start the year.
Lewis Central defending 4A state champions, coming in ranked number 1. The latest poll I read before tonight's game was Harlan came in 9th. I've seen that they were ranked 13th. Up in the air. But nonetheless, Harlan really getting no love in the polls, but we know that this team is scrappy, and Shane, we have from the scrimmage that we watched, this Harlan team looks to be very well off.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an adjustment period, obviously. You know, Harlan lost a lot of key starters, Will Arkfeld, Cade Sears, Franz Reis, that's just to name a few. I know there's more. Sorf is gone, but just losing a lot of Van Balla on the defense. You know, we lost just a lot of talent. I think what you said, 20 seniors or so that we lost. So that's a hill to climb. You know, especially Harlan doesn't have the same kind of pool to draw from that Lewis Central has. Lewis Central, Council Bluffs, Omaha, that area. They get a pull from that. Harlan gets Harlan and the surrounding communities.
Yeah. We get the country-fed students, and it's worked well for us. 14-time state champions, but last year the injury bug plagued us hard, and
just at the worst times too.
But even then, last year was slated to kind of get blown out by Lewis Central. We lose 21-20, and even the Creston games. Was very close.
Creston games dealing with all those injuries, and we are called short on a fourth down for a first down, and also there's a pick play, and talking to Coach Blatt in the offseason, there was another play earlier in the game. It's a dead ball foul that was on a fourth down that gave them a first down. Should have just been a turnover on downs, then assess the penalty. But, you win some, you lose some, and they fought back. And I will put this coaching staff up against a lot of them in the state of Iowa. They always have this team ready to play.
Yeah, and it looks like we're about ready to play. Harlan will get the ball to start here the game. So, typical Lewis Central Harlan game, this place is packed, Shane. It is visitors and home side. Everybody loves to see this matchup, and here we go, as this looks to be into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Harlan will take over on their 20. So we will see what this offense can do first drive of the game.
And it looks like Harlan's return men this year will be Landon Kaufman and Landon Nissen. As we will see Gabe
Lucas Francis as well.
I just saw those two back there on that kick. So, and it looks like Gabe Arkfeld is going to come out, be the starting quarterback, and we will see what we do.
He had a good scrimmage, and Kemper was the team we scrimmaged against, and they're no slouch. Brock Batting last year had a great year for Kemper. But here we go, quick out route to, I do believe that's Rise over there.
Yeah, that's Joseph Rise, as Gabe Arkfeld starts off with a heater to the sideline. Looks like gain of 6. So Gabe starting off the year 1 for 1. Nice quick pass. Good call by the Cyclone. Saw a little loose coverage on the sideline. And now they'll tuck Joseph inside and set Spencer Fink out wide.
As they'll have Lucas Francis right there, and he
just about broke through.
So I do believe it'll be about.
I think he got 2 there.
So it'll be third down here and 2 for the Cyclones as Arkfeld gets the play and runs it back in. As we look like we got the I formation. Arkfeld under center. And then they're just going to have Francis try to go right up off to the side there and stop short.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough defense to run against. I don't know if he gained or lost a yard.
He ended up losing a yard on that run. 4th and 3, Harlan sends out the punting unit. So we will see how this defense can kind of rebound after Harlan's first drive showed promise. That kind of fizzled out there.
And it's Nolan Schwery set to punt. Good clean catch.
He's got a nice
kick
punt there.
And no fair catch, and just pummeled right off the catch. As that was Jackson Beaker down on the tackle.
As I did not see the fair catch wave, so kind of lucked out on that one because I don't think he was looking for that either.
Yeah, and this is where it kind of sets in. Kind of got to play the field position game as Lewis Central brings back Brady Hetzel,
and
who was
very good.
Phenomenal last year. Slow in the first game against Harlan, but as the year progressed, he took off.
Yeah. Fortunate for us, we did not get Lewis Central at their prime last year, but Harlan very scrappy, and this is where they are scrappy. So on the defense, and this one will be a 1-yard run for Lewis Central there. That's Brody
Patlin on the carry. As he got about an inch there.
As Brody Patlin is a senior, so another school that's dealing with a lot of seniors this year is Lewis Central. As Lewis Central in the shotgun and looking to throw, and incomplete there.
Hetzel looking to try and find Parker Stessman there.
As Harlan's defense is very shut down, very scrappy, and if you get them fired up early like they are right now, it's usually where Harlan shines.
Yeah, that was Sam Shields on the coverage there. Definitely playing outside leverage there. He's forcing it through the middle to the linebackers.
So Lewis Central again in the shotgun as Hetzel looks to throw. He's going deep and complete. Almost just inside the 20, maybe at the 20. They're going to mark him at the 20. So first down for Lewis Central, as that was a big downfield play there for the Titans.
Ball spotted on the Cyclone's 20-yard line.
Yeah, big completion there as Stessman just took off by him.
So 1st and 10, as this will be a run play, maybe 4 to 5 yards on that one, right up the middle.
Brody Patlin goes up the middle for a gain for the Titans, making the stop for the Cyclones, number 26, Bryce Benbala.
It looks like he got about half of it there. It'd be a little over half. So second down and 4, 6-yard gain for Patlin.
Again, they are in the shotgun as Hetzel will give it to Patlin.
Run a little counter play, and Harlan kind of swallows it up, but it looks...
I think he gets enough for the first down, so that'll move the chains for Lewis Central as they are just inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal for the Titans.
Yeah, it looks like he got
First and that's 26, Benbala.
5 there. As, yeah, again, Lewis Central not going to go under center very much.
No, we didn't see that at all, hardly any last year. But Hetzel again, and this will be an end around to the corner, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. It looks like inside the 5 there.
Left side, being chased by the Cyclones.
So that was a good chase down.
Yeah, Jackson Beaker chased him down to the sideline as he's going to take that around the edge for about 4 or 5 yards.
Lewis Central in the shotgun. As they'll send a man in motion again, and this will be Patlin right up the middle.
And he
They're
will
gonna
squeak
give
through
him
for
to
a
the touchdown,
Yeah.
as it looked like they might have said short, but side refs say touchdown. So Lewis Central on the board first here at Merrill Field, 6-0.
Yeah, the Cyclones put up a little bit of a resistance, but again, this Lewis Central team has some size. So they are doing all they can out there, and he just found a hole.
Kick is up and good for the Titans. He almost gets it there to the Titan shrine. Lord, what a leg on that kid. 7:48 left, Shane. Cyclones trailing by 7-0, as Harlan will get another chance offensively. Like we said prior, their first offensive drive looked like it was going to be the start of something good, kind of fizzled out there. I think you'll see a little bit more aggressive Harlan coming out.
Yeah, again, they just got to keep kind of opening up the playbook. They can't get too conservative here. Got to take some risks to stay in this game, as they definitely have the talent and the athletes to hang with Lewis Central. Just got to keep fighting, and Harlan is great at that.
Yes, they are. We've said it over and over again, just scrappy. A scrappy team. We saw it last year. More than likely going to see it again this year. As Lewis Central looks to kick it. As this one will be returnable here at about inside the 10, and he'll get almost to the 20.
Yeah, that's Landon Kaufman on the return.
So out come the Harlan offense, and one pass play which led to a good chunk of gain there. 2 run plays and a punt on their first offensive series. I think we're looking for we're going to be looking more towards the air here, down 7.
Yeah, again, and I definitely think we have the athletes to do that.
As this will be a draw play.
Just nice handoff up the middle. And it's good. Like, this is what Harlan kind of needs to do. Lewis Central has the size on the line. So spreading out the receivers and kind of getting the linebackers out of the middle is going to help a lot for them to get the ball through those gaps.
Lucas Francis right there, just first touch, 9 yards of the series. Definitely a tough kid to bring down. Once he gets the ball, it's afterburners the whole time. So this will be a fullback drive up the middle, and that'll be enough to move the chains for the Cyclones.
That was Brody Bendorf on the carry.
And he came in late last year. It was kind of a big impact there late in the season as well.
Yeah, he filled some good time at fullback and halfback as well when some breaks were needed.
So Harlan takes over 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Arkfeld alone in the backfield, and we got a flag.
Yeah, Harlan gonna get called, I think, breaking the huddle with too many men, as Fink was late off the field. So not what you like to see, but sometimes you're just gonna have to fight through it. A little bit of miscommunication, first game jitters, it happens.
So now 1st and 15 after the penalty, ball on the 25. Arkfeld again, the low man in the backfield, and this will be a
little jet sweep
touch
pass
there. As Francis has got the corner and almost the first down.
Yeah, almost gets the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard or two short. great call there by the Cyclone offense. Anytime you can get
14.
well, anytime you can get Francis to the edge, that's what you need. That's where he can put the jukes out there, spins, and really showcase that speed.
I mean, he can run through you too. It really doesn't matter to him, as he'll get about.
I believe that will be another first down for the Cyclones, as Bendorf going to carry it up the middle from the fullback position.
As we're seeing some old school Harlan offense right now with staying on the ground.
Yeah, coming off the scrimmage against Kemper, you'd kind of said, that's kind of what we're probably going to see is more old school I formation, power football.
So you got a kid like Lucas Francis that's got the speed and power. Why not push it on the ground? But Arkfeld set the pass and just overthrows Bendorf, who was open there in the flat.
Yeah, he also had Caden Brook down the middle of the field. I don't know if that's just a late, I see him late and after the throw, and defense already reacting to the short throw, but looked like Brook was going to break free over the middle.
I felt like didn't really allow that play to progress before making a decision to the flat, but nonetheless, you had Bendorf open right there. Smart throw, just overthrew him.
Yeah, again, it's not a bad idea to get the ball out of your hands in a hurry.
2nd and 10, Arkfeld in the shotgun, looks downfield. He's got
and I think that's just a little bit of miscommunication, as that was Landon Nissen going down the middle of the field, and Arkfeld threw outside. We'll have to see what the Cyclones draw up in this 3rd and 10 scenario. A couple pass plays just off the mark. First one off the mark. That one just a bit of miscommunication.
Again, now we're kind of faced to put it in the air almost. I know Lucas Francis can get you about 5 to 10 yards of carry, but
yeah, and the Cyclone's going to take a timeout here to talk this one over. As you know, Brian, I will say this offensive line is holding up very well on this Lewis Central front.
I know Arkfeld was on the ground after that last play, but not because he was in the pocket. I mean, he kind of scrambled outside the pocket a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, when he drops back to pass, Shane, he's got time.
Live coverage of the 2024-2025 Cyclone season has been brought to you by a generous donation from the Harlan Pizza Ranch. Visit Pizza Ranch in Harlan and thank them for helping us bring you live coverage of Cyclone sports this year, including our brand new scoreboard camera. Cyclone Sports on HLTV Channel 15 has also been sponsored by Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan, Hamilton Financial Services,
Western Iowa Medical in Harlan,
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
Again, this Cyclone football team just kind of hanging in there right now, doing a good job, showcasing some strength and toughness, and I think we're going to see some success as the game goes on.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning of the game, last year was kind of slated to be, wasn't supposed to be a close game last year in Lewis Central. Harlan dang near took it at Lewis Central, so this game always ends pretty close, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if Harlan kind of gets the ball rolling. As Arkfeld looks there to the flat, he's got, I think that's Van Balla there, and that'll be well short of the first down.
Yeah, that was Van Balla on the catch, and he got 2, I think. As
that'll
I
be
think
4th and 8.
looks like just more of a little conservative, see if we can break something, field position type of play.
Unfortunately, the Titans were not fooled by that. Great play drawn up if they did bite on it, but didn't get lucky on that one, and Harlan set to punt it away as Nolan Schwery is back to kick it for the Cyclones, as this is a nice punt, and that'll land inside the 15 for the Cyclones on that. Nice little pinning Lewis Central deeper than they had on their first offensive drive, so it's time to let this defense kind of hold them, and maybe we can force them to a punt.
Yeah, this Cyclone defense held up pretty well. I mean, a couple of good defensive plays, just got kind of caught on that deep ball, and a couple short runs through the middle. But overall, they've been holding their own right now.
As Hetzel's in the shotgun, and he'll send a man in motion there, and he'll look to that man off to the flat there, and he'll get about 2.
Again, this Cyclone defense has speed, as Van Balla and Beaker both out to the sideline.
Harlan's side-to-side speed for defense is kind of unmatched a little bit. Their D-line is very tough, and I mean, they got some size as well. Can't just chalk it up all to Lewis Central for size. Harlan's defensive line is very, very big. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Titans. As Hetzel looks to throw and just misses the man on the comeback.
Yeah, that was a really good run route, just a miscommunication. Harlan's there on the tackle right away, even if he completes it. Just getting dangerous. It looked like they had a couple receivers running free deep, so Harlan's definitely got to watch out for that.
As that was Peyton Fibbin on the target there. Just couldn't find him. So Lewis Central 3rd and 8, as they'll look to the air again, and he's looking downfield and batted away by the Cyclones, as that was Beaker again.
And that will be a 3 and out for the Titans, assuming they bring the punting unit on. Getting a little close there as Hagen Sorensen got a little tangled up with the receiver, but good no call, as Beaker was able to get his hand on it first.
As we kind of said last drive, Shane, once this defense can kind of get settled and going, they can cause problems. And hopefully we see more of the 3 and out and kind of them getting settled, because Lewis Central will be in for a long night then.
Yeah, as Harlan getting set into the punt return set a little late, and Kaufman's going to fair catch that one. Coach Blatt here on the sideline screaming at his defense because Lewis Central had 2 gunners that were about to run free, and that would not have spelled good news for the Cyclones.
So Harlan takes over in very good field position, ball in their own 48, 1st and 10, as Harlan's 3rd offensive drive starts now. So hopefully we can get something going on this drive, Shane.
I was going to say, and you've seen some action in spurts for the Cyclones. Bendorf goes in motion and will go for a quick pass to Rice, just
underthrow,
just a little short. Again, that's a tough throw. That's a long throw for a screen pass there. Like the idea, it's just a tough long throw.
So 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones, as Arkfeld looks to be under center here. Spencer Fink to the near side here. as a little pitch
Toss
there.
is bobbled a little bit.
And he's broke free, and he's got daylight, and he is gone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
As we remember him from last year, that's Aiden Redmond Stevenson. He showcased quite a bit for the Cyclones last year through some running back injury troubles, and he got that edge and was gone.
A little slip from the defense, but I don't think that really would have mattered because he was, the minute he got through the defensive line, Shane, he knew where he was going, and that was 6 all the way. So Harlan on the scoreboard as it is now 7-6 here in the first quarter.
And Harlan with their traditional swinging gait, see if they can catch anybody napping. It's been around for a while though, so everybody's usually pretty prepared for it.
You never know. You never know, Shane.
Schwery on for the extra point, and it is up and down the middle.
Right down the middle. So Harlan ties it up here late in the first quarter, 7-7.
On an almost 50-yard, I think it might have been 52-yard run for Redmond Stevenson, and gotta love to see that.
And that is, if you're Lewis Central, that's the worst thing to see is Harlan getting any kind of momentum, especially here at Merrill Field. But for us Cyclone fans, love to see it.
Yeah, and especially from a player that, I don't know if a lot of Harlan fans know about him or anything. I think he was injured a little bit last year, and I just know he showed some promise.
I know last year he was one that was injured and then kind of filled in 4 injuries. So a lot of these, like we said last year, a lot of these starters now did get some playing time last year. So you have the underclassmen with a little bit more experience than you would think.
Yeah, you love to see it for this Harlan offense. Didn't get really a whole lot going the first 2 drives, and then just a great run. Little trouble on the toss, but brings it in and breaks it free.
As this will be received inside the 10.
And it's stripped.
It is on the ground, and
Lewis Central's going to get to it.
But what a strip that was, and that could have been a huge momentum swing for the Cyclones, but nonetheless, definitely fired up as anyways, because, put it on the ground.
Yeah, and you are seeing a lot of life in this Cyclone squad right now.
As typically we don't say this, Shane, but Harlan is kind of the underdog, and this would be technically an upset if you're looking in Iowa sports, if you're not technically a Harlan person, because Lewis Central coming in a district above us.
So they'll go for a quick outside pass, and he breaks a couple tackles, but thrown out of bounds.
Just past the first down line.
Hagen Sorensen out there on the tackle. That's something the Cyclones are going to have to watch. The little play action, quick pass, kind of an RPO type play. I know they struggled with that against Creston a lot last year in that later season game.
So first down and 10. Ball on the 33 for the Titans as they'll be in the shotgun again, and they'll look to go to the air as he's rolling out here to the near side, and he's got a man here almost to the 50. And that was Peyton Fibbin for the Titans, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, and that's where the Titans kind of excelled last year, was moving the pocket around, as Hetzel pretty accurate on the run.
He is very accurate on the run, and so we also saw a change last year when Harlan can get pressure on the quarterback. They definitely changed their game plan. Harlan just can't get home this far in this game, as Lewis Central looks to throw again and gets hunted down there by Soma.
Hayden Soma getting through the line basically off the snap and forcing Hetzel to just throw that one away.
As that was, I don't know if that was foreshadowing there, Shane, or not, but Harlan comes out and puts pressure right on Hetzel, and we saw what happens when you pressure Hetzel. That accuracy kind of goes away. So 2nd and 10 for the Titans. As they'll look to the little out route there, and
Van Balla just tracks that one down and puts Tatum on his back.
Gain of 4.
As I'm going to be honest, Brian, it's kind of surprising that Lewis Central has just come out and wanted to throw the ball this drive.
Especially like the first drive, Shane. That's how they scored. It was on the ground, the end around and everything. And now I don't know if Lewis Central's trying to be cute or what, but they're putting it in the air. And that could help, but also burn you at the same time. So again, they'll look to throw, and this will be gobbled up again, short of the first down. I think he only gets 1 yard on that one.
Yeah, is that one just really well defended by the Cyclones? I didn't see who kind of broke off on the edge. I think that might have been Rice, as Hetzel tried to hold it and just had to get rid of it out to, that was Cameron Moore. And Moore just didn't have the speed to get around the edge.
4th down. It looks like the offense is staying on the field for Lewis Central. So 4th and 6 for the Titans as they're staying. Maybe to try to keep or get Harlan to jump or something. But and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Yeah, is Lewis Central going to take a timeout? Maybe either get a play call or decide to punt this one. You never know. Again, this is kind of a scenario where if I'm Lewis Central, I'm going for it. It's 4th and 6. I know Harlan's defense has been there, but you got to have some faith in your defense. However, this is going to be a big momentum swing if Harlan gets the stop.
It goes both ways, Shane. 4th and 6, it's early, 7-7. You punt it. You're more than likely in a shootout with Harlan anyways. Every possession is kind of a key possession.
Yeah, again.
You don't want to give it away early.
Yeah, again, I'm just saying, like, right now you're across the 50. It's not your own territory, so Harlan still has quite a bit of field to travel. Momentum-wise, though, Harlan gets the 50-yard touchdown run. They come out, force the fumble on the kick. Now if they stop you on 4th down, and it looks like they're sending the punt unit on.
So it looks like they must have been listening to our broadcast, Shane, because scared them into punting.
Honestly, it's the smart call by them. I'd probably go for it, but
that's why you were up here.
Yes.
As this will be waived fair by Landon Kaufman.
That is Landon Nissen back there.
From up here, the numbers look the same.
Yeah. They are not real clear, I will say that. But
5 and 3. Come on now.
But this Cyclone team, a slow start, and now they have a lot of life in them. And like we said, scrappy team, and we will put this coaching staff up against about anybody.
Don't put this team up against anything, man. On the 15, though, 1st and 10. Harlan takes over. Last time they had the ball, Shane, a massive run play. Arkfeld by himself in the backfield, and they'll put it on the ground to Lucas Francis. He's got the side, and he's got the 1st down and more. He's still on his feet, almost to the...
And he is just running through LC kids. Put a kid in the spin cycle, lost track of him.
And then put a kid in the ground there, a little bit past the 40, as they're going to mark it at the 40. So a huge...
Oh, there is a flag in the backfield.
As I didn't...
And I believe they're probably going to be called for a hold or a block in the back.
It'll be a block in the back. So you erase that big play for the Cyclones.
Not going to put them in too much of a hole. It's just going to be 1st and 11, it looks like, as it's from where it happened. Just an unfortunate circumstance, though, as Lucas Francis just running through kids. But this is going to probably put Lewis Central kind of on their heels.
Line it up and do it again almost, as we got another flag on the field as... Looks like it's going to go against Harlan.
So it looks like an illegal substitution.
As that'll back Harlan up even farther.
So that one will put a damper, as this will put them at 1st and 16 now.
So ball on the 9 as well, this drive started at the 15, Shane. It went to the 40, back to the 16.
Yeah, right now Harlan just kind of shooting themselves in the foot at the 9 now. And they will have to come up with something to get them out of this hole.
So it looks like the same formation. Arkfeld and Francis in the back. As this
fumbled
is a
snap.
bad snap, as he's got to get out of the end zone there.
And he does, and I think he's going to almost get back to the line. I think he just took his eyes off it as that was snapped, going for the catch.
So kind of a good recovery there from Arkfeld, as that could have been dangerous. That could have been 6.
Yeah, 6 or safety, and either way, not good for the Cyclones.
So that'll be it for the first quarter. And Shane started out slow, but definitely kind of sped up here towards the end of it, as it is now 7-7. Harlan has it. And before we go to a little break here, let's give our sponsors a shout out. Cyclones Lanes, K&OD, Radio, Keys Auto Center, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, Conducting Wampfler, The Agency Insurance, Western Iowa Medical, and Dr. J's Family Eye Care.
We'd also like to thank Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson House Senior Living, Paulie Jones Funeral Home, Merchu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Also, special thanks for Pizza Ranch for providing much needed broadcast equipment and our brand new scoreboard camera.
Yeah, that's a big thing, Shane, because I don't know if anybody knows this, but we're going to be live on away games now.
Yeah, so if you can't, make it to places like Sergeant Bluff, Perry, Glenwood coming up, tune into HLTV Channel 15, and you can catch us live.
Yeah, everywhere. We just can't get away from this.
Our sweet voices just coming through with Harlan football.
So we talked through this break, so we are not going to go through the break. As it is the start of the second quarter here, Shane, 7-7 ball game. As Harlan kind of coming out in a big hole here. 2nd and 16, ball on the 9.
Yeah, again, Gabe doing a great job to get back to the line of scrimmage there, off just the mishandled snap. And now we will see what we can do after that.
As we'll look to the air and just out of the hands and almost intercepted, but.
And that was a rocket, Brian.
That was on a rope there to, I think that was Neeson.
That was
Kaufman.
No, that was Spencer Fink he threw to. Went through Spencer's hands and towards Nissen, I believe.
But either way, almost ended up in Lewis Central's hands.
Yeah. But again, he rifled that ball.
Saw it in the scrimmage, Shane. He's got a cannon on him. So 3rd and 16 as Arkfeld looks to the air again, and he's going to zip it over there, and this one's going to be intercepted, and that'll be a pick 6 for the Titans as Arkfeld overthrew.
Just threw it out. It looked like high and outside to Rise, and Peyton Phippen just out there in the right spot at the right time.
As he ends up picking it off, and Shane kind of just walked right in there. Nobody really around there, so that'll go as a pick 6 for the Titans as they take the lead 13-7. Just the start of the second quarter.
And not what you want to see as a Cyclone fan.
As Jimmy Scott for the Titans will put it through. So it is now 14-7. Titans over your Cyclones. As we will get the ball back, and I'm sure Todd Blatt is making some adjustments on the sidelines there as Arkfeld looked to, laser those. I don't know if just miscommunication on the routes or what, but both of them just either above or just outside Shane, and got to dial those ins, and I think we'll be fine.
I was gonna say the first one, it was just
a laser.
all heat, no brake, and Fink just couldn't wrap his hands around it. The second one just a little off target, and unfortunately Fippen in the right place gets to waltz into the end zone.
Well, we saw Fippen kind of the play before kind of just stay there.
Championship trophy immediately following tonight's game.
As Arkfeld down there talking to Cohorst a little bit, trying to work some kinks out, and I know they will get it figured out.
So Jimmy Scott for the Titans looks to kick it to Beaker and Neeson back to receive this kickoff.
And again, it's just kind of a weird looking kick off of Scott's foot. And that one's going to go out of bounds. It's just straight up and down. It's not flipping through the air. It's just straight up and down in a spiral. And I'm going to be honest, as a person that plays soccer, kicked a little bit, I don't know how you get a football to do that.
Yeah, you are right. It was kind of like throwing up a football for 500 or something. That was a perfect spiral almost.
Yeah. So the Cyclone's going to start it at the 35.
So Arkfeld looks to shake off that last interception that went for 6 for the Titans and get the Cyclones back into this game. As there's one thing about being a quarterback, Shane, you can't be scared to throw interceptions, but you can't have a lot of.
Yeah, short-term memory.
As this will be a pitch to Lucas Francis there, and he'll get to the first down and more, as that'll be about 11-yard gain there.
And you got to wonder if the Cyclones kind of went more pass-heavy on that last drive because they were kind of backed up, didn't want to risk short gains there. After that first counter went for 20 yards or so, they kind of went away from the run, and here they go back to it, and Francis breaks a 10-yarder.
As Lucas Francis is just really, the Titans don't have an answer for him right now, but unfortunately you can't just keep giving him the football, as this time will be
that's Redmond Stevenson back there again.
And he was the one that broke off the 52-yard touchdown run.
Right now he's got about 2 carries for about 65 yards. Great numbers. You got to love seeing out of a running back.
As he put it to where it's 1st and 10 for the Cyclones on the 44, as Harlan's moving this ball on the ground, and we said it earlier, just classic Harlan football.
Yeah, I mean, kind of classic, but it's still more of an outside run than powering it up through the middle, but you'll love to see this offense moving either way.
This will be Lucas Francis as he'll get to the side, and he's got the first down and more.
Almost gets the corner, but that looked to be, I think that was Leonardo Tatum that chased him down. But again, these Cyclone backs are finding the edge and getting loose.
Yeah, I mean, and credit to the offensive line. I mean, they say hike, and they have about 3 or 4 paths to choose from.
Yeah,
on where you want to go.
And again, these Cyclone backs, Redmond Stevenson and Francis, they have so much speed.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 28. Harlan in the I formation. They'll go to, I think it's Bendorf there.
That was Redmond Stevenson.
It was, yep.
Again, soon you're probably going to see some play action mixed in, and that's going to open this game up, because right now LC's got to load the box.
As we saw in the Crescent game, Shane, they have a very nice play action play that was where they had the I think it was Rice in the corner of the end zone every time, and that play, I do believe, remains undefeated. So as this will be
just a handoff up the middle to Francis.
And the Titans have that one figured out for short gain there, and it'll be a 3rd down for the Cyclones. As Lucas Francis comes off the field, so 3rd and 8.
As we'll see Bendorf in the backfield this time, so probably looking for a pass for sure.
As this will be incomplete, as he was looking for Rise there.
It's just a little behind him. It's a good route. It's the right read. It's just a little bit behind him, unfortunately.
Like we said, though, dials that in, Shane, in this game, and we'll be able to close that gap pretty quick. Gabe Arkfeld, though, obviously first game he started, so you have the first game jitters, and especially playing the defending 4A state champions on opening night here. Definitely not easy. So Gabe Arkfeld on 4th and 8 here looks to give Harlan a first down as he'll look to the air, and this one will be complete to Rise, and that'll be a first down for the Cyclones.
As there we find Arkfeld with the on-target throw. Again, we know he's got it in him.
That's right. That's all he needed, I think, to convert a 4th down like that through the air. Hit Rice right in the numbers. And now the Cyclone offense gets another fresh set of downs, and maybe Arkfeld will be slinging that thing even more because, I mean, he's got a cannon. He's not lofting those, Shane. It's on a rope right to the receivers.
Yeah, I mean, again, just a bullet right onto the numbers.
And that's what you want to see if you're a coach for sure, is Arkfeld under the center, and that play was kind of blown up before he even started. They had flags. I think it's a false start on the Cyclones.
Yeah, it is going to be a false start on the Cyclones, and that, yeah, again, they will get it figured out, but that'll still leave us with first down, so 1st and 15 for the Cyclones.
Ball on the 21.
First down, 15.
We'll see what the Cyclones have drawn up. But looks like a lot of communication going back and forth on the sidelines.
As we got another flag. As I didn't even let them really get set.
It's because they keep breaking the. So they can have the 12 people in the huddle, but as soon as they break the huddle with 12, they throw the flag. I don't know what's going on with the offense, but this is something they got to get figured out because they are fighting tooth and nail to be in this game, and these are kind of just drive killers. As we are now looking at 1st and 20.
Ball on the 26. So we got close to the red zone, but a couple costly penalties here has drove us almost back to the 30. So Harlan looking to at least get it close, possibly put in another touchdown here before half, as we're at 8:04. Harlan trailing 14-7 to the Titans, as the refs are trying to figure it out. So we kind of saw this last year, Shane. Harlan doesn't really get along well with the refs.
Yeah, I believe what's going on is that's Owen Neve coming off. His helmet came off on a play, so he has to be out for a play. Harlan technically has not run a play yet, and so they're just making sure he sits out the one play for the helmet coming off.
So 1st and 20, ball on the 26. Arkfeld under center as he'll roll out here to the near side, and this will be incomplete, as just out of the fingertips of...
That was Caden Brook he was looking for
there. And now
there.
he's coming up slow.
It looked like he had, I don't know if it was Rise on the backside or if it was Nissen breaking free. I mean, again, it's a hard read to make scrambling on the run, but he had something there, it looked like.
So 2nd and 20, ball on the 26 for the Cyclones. Harlan again uses almost all the play clock as Arkfeld to the air and overthrows and intercepted, and they'll get him down, but interception number 2 for Gabe Arkfeld, as that one was overthrown to number 15 there, and he's comes up hobbling again, as I probably would have came off the field. But nonetheless, now Lewis Central takes over in Cyclone territory, as that it's Caden Brook was the intended receiver, as Arkfeld just ended up overthrowing him, and Lewis Central takes over.
I think he might have had some pressure in his face. It looked like he threw that one off his back foot a little bit, and unfortunately just a little too high and into the arms of the Lewis Central defender. And that should be a false start.
The last couple series here from both teams we're starting to see some laundry.
And again, not what you want to see from the Cyclones on a drive that had some promise, but they are fighting. They're doing everything they can, and unfortunately that one just got a little away from Arkfeld.
So 1st and 15 for the Titans, as Hetzel looks to the air, as he'll get pressure this time, throws it off his back foot and out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 15, ball in the 18, as Soma again kind of causing some issues back there, and we saw that last year. Shane, he's a man on a mission.
And it looks like Soma's trying to draw an intentional grounding flag there. I know he's out of the pocket. I'm not sure if that ball got to the line of scrimmage or not, but it looks like the officials are going to say it did.
It looked well short to me, but
as 2nd and 15 now. And it's going to be an outside handoff, and Van Balla lays the lumber. As Brody Patlin tries to come at him with everything he's got, and Van Balla just says, "No, sir."
Just one shoulder. That's all he needed. And you know it's a hit when you can lay the shoulder down and just kind of just stay set or stay standing, Shane.
Yeah, again, love to see this out of the Cyclone defense. They are fighting here and not giving an inch.
And listen to the crowd, Shane. It's
and a fumbled snap,
and
it's fumbled again.
And Harlan will get it.
As Dallas McDowell gets in there, gets the strip sack.
As Shane, we called his name towards the end of the year last year, as he was the speedster that kind of came in for some injuries. And Harlan, a bad offensive drive the last time, gets the ball back on the 8. And here we go for the Cyclones.
Say, Harlan had a good offensive drive, just bad ending. And now Dallas sets him up in great field position, as Hetzel can't hold on to the snap, and rather than fall on it, tries to pick it up, and Dallas says, "Give me that. We'll take it from here."
I want to credit that to being the crowd too. The crowd was very loud on that one. And this will be Lucas Francis, and he is met at about the line of scrimmage there, as Lewis Central was all over that one. And that's the first time in a long time we've seen Lucas Francis kind of be manhandled like that. Usually you can kind of break through those.
Yeah, again, this is where Lewis Central gets to load the box up, and it's going to be difficult to run. So you kind of got to figure out tricky ways to either get the edge or open up a hole through the middle.
Or, you know, a little play action, tight end, out route. We saw that last year as well. But again, Gabe Arkfeld, first game starting, so it's going to be a little different here. So Lucas Francis gets the carry inside the 5.
Yeah, again, went with a little bit of a counter there. It looks like he got down to the 4 maybe. They called it the 5.
I was right on that one.
Brian starting off the year right, 1 for 1.
I'm scared to say these spots.
As third down now, 3rd and goal.
Might just retire on that.
Cyclone's got to draw something up here.
3rd and 5, ball on the 5. Gabe Arkfeld looks to be under center here. As
it looks like Lewis Central's going to call a timeout. Harlan coming out in a bit of a pro formation, not a set you see a lot out of teams.
So 14-7, Lewis Central over your Cyclones. 5:25 here to go in the second quarter. And Shane, I know that's kind of been a low-scoring game, but it's from up here. It's kind of been a shootout, kind of a chess match, duel type of football game.
Yeah, it's been a fun one to watch. What more do you expect out of Harlan Lewis Central?
Right.
It doesn't really ever matter the rankings coming in or anything. This one is always a dogfight.
The last, I want to say, 6 years, Shane, it's kind of been kind of the game to watch to start Iowa football.
Yeah. Again, it's always fun. I whether it's here, there, the fans, the crowd, always into it, always loud. It's a good time.
That's right. Especially, take us back like 3 years, Shane. Both teams had very good squads even last year. 21-20 was your final. Lewis Central gets us. But what a game that was. It comes down to the wire. And, I mean, whether you have 5 Harlan players on the sidelines, Harlan's going to fight you tooth and nail to the end. So here we go, 3rd and 5, ball on the 5. It's Arkfeld under center again. And this will be to Stevenson, and
he's going to get tackled short. Looks like maybe got a couple.
Do you stay out, or now do you kick a field goal, put some points up on the board? Nolan Schwery does have a leg on him.
I think the way the defense is playing, I think you go for this one. Defense been kind of sticking it to Lewis Central's offense lately. I think you go for this one. They backed up against their end zone. Never know what kind of pressure it can create. Hetzel trouble handling the last snap.
That's true. As Harlan will take a timeout, probably to talk about this. And Nolan Schwery, Shane, last year had the game winner against Glenwood.
Yeah, again, it's not that they don't have a capable field goal kicker. Nolan Schwery, great kicker. But at this one, you're going to need touchdowns. And
again, though,
it's tough sledding. I'd like to see him go for it, but if they go for the field goal, you can't be mad at that either.
No, I say the plus side of going for it, that's possibly 6 points. The bad side is you're leaving a potential 3 points. In a game like this, like we've said, it's been a kind of a shootout. Points are needed. I don't know why we wouldn't take the 3 points right there, but
yeah, again, it's just one of those opening games. You want to see him put it all out there. Either way, it's
the plus side of it, Shane, is it is a non-district game, so the outcome of this does not affect us in district play. Just kind of patting the ranking.
Yeah, again, you got to think with them calling the timeout, Cohorst has drawn up a play to get him in the end zone.
Gabe Arkfeld is coming back out, so Harlan will try to put it in the end zone here. 4th and 3, ball on the 3.
Again, this is play clock's winding down. Cyclone's still getting set.
As this will be overthrown to the far side.
I mean, we were, but it's going to be a false start. Again, play clock's running down. It's not something that you would really see coming out of a timeout, but play clock's running down, and so you got to go get set. And here comes the kicking team now. Kicking units out. So yeah, absolutely take the 3 now.
The 8-yard line remains 4th down goal.
Again, this is going to be a tight angle for Schwery, but he is very capable of knocking this through.
As it is,
And
right
he
down.
drills it down Main Street.
So Harlan puts a dent in the gap here, as it is now 14-10 with just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Harlan doesn't come away empty on that drive, Shane. A drive that started on the 8. Tried on the ground, couldn't get anything going. Lewis Central really had the Redstone defense was really not budging there.
Yeah, again, they loaded the box, couldn't get the run established, and just, scrambling coming out of the timeout. Went for the fade, but obviously false start. What do you do? And we get 3 on the board.
Yeah,
that's the important part.
As much as, like we were saying, I'd rather take the possible 7 over 3, but against Lewis Central, you got to take points because it could come down to, a field goal type of game here. Harlan's defense has been stout, so I have no problem just getting 3, seeing if they can get us the ball back, and see if Harlan's offense can kind of settle in.
And yeah, you are absolutely right. As Schwery boots the kick deep, and Van Balla gets a hand on him.
A good open tackle there too.
As that was number 35, Adam Ayler, on the tackle.
Gets out beyond the 20-yard line. Number 35, Adam Ayler, makes the tackle.
So out comes the defense, Shane, and this defense that kind of upset Hetzel there in the backfield, and McDowell had the strip sack, and I think Harlan's defense is nothing to be played with here if you're Lewis Central, for sure. It's the first time in a long time we've seen them put it on the ground.
As they kind of had their own power back in there. That was number 22, Chance Chappell. Or Chappelle. Chance Chappelle.
As he, like you said it before we went live here, Shane, he was 28 yards away from being their leading rusher last year.
Yeah, he put in some work on the ground, that's for sure.
And he was second string, so definitely a kid that can get the ball down the field, and they'll go to him again, and he's right up the middle, almost to the 50.
That's with the handout for 22. Chappelle again. Nice gain out beyond the
As Lewis Central now kind of flexing their power there on the ground, trying to get down the field pretty quick to put it in the end zone before half. As the refs kind of stop play for a minute, not really sure what's going on here.
Looks like they're resetting the play clock. Oh, there's a car in the north end zone outside the fence with the lights on. And there we go.
Thank you.
That's embarrassing. I would just go home. Nothing like getting called out in a game when you're not even in the game. So 1st and 10, ball on the 42 for Lewis Central. As Hetzel looks to throw, he's got a man downfield, and unfortunately Beaker got there early.
Interference. Good coverage, just didn't turn his head back looking for the ball.
Nope.
Going to get called every time for that. So that'll be 15 and a Lewis Central first down.
Started playing patty cake with his hands there about 10 yards before the ball got there. Unfortunately, that's going to get called every time. But good coverage downfield there, Shane. It looked like they had about 2 or 3 wide receivers going on a streak there. Harlan had that covered.
Yeah, he was right with him. But got to get your head around.
At least for the most part, just hands up, head around.
Cyclones territory, 1st and 10.
No hand play, no hugging. So 1st and 10, ball in the 43.
Harlan expect and run, it looks like, as they've got everybody close to the line. And Patlin just drove back.
Is that his number 45? That's Shane Cooper. Kind of blew that play up, Shane. He looks like a linebacker.
He sure does.
He just got the old neck roll, man. He kind of from up here looked like they ran into the whole line, but it was just one person.
Yeah, again, it was like Patlin hit a wall.
So 2nd and 9, ball on the 42. So Central will send a man in motion. This will be Patlin.
Hands the ball off number 1. Patlin gets down inside the 30 near the 39-yard line. Dallas McDowell, number 11 on the tackle.
So here we go, 3rd and about 6. And we'll see what Lewis Central draws up on offense as this Harlan defense is standing strong now. Again, kind of got to be surprised that Lewis Central didn't keep Chappelle out there as he was kind of gashing us.
Yeah, he was getting about, I want to say 5 to 6 yards of carry, Shane. And even that one he broke for a big run there. But they're in the shotgun here, and this will be another run play, and he'll get just short of the 1st down.
He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down.
So it'll be 4th and 1.
Just kind of fell to the side instead of falling forward, and that's going to be short. But you got to imagine Lewis Central goes for this.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the 1st half. More than likely are going to be going for it. Unfortunately for the Cyclones, they've had Lewis Central's kind of had the upper hand on the running game.
Yeah, but fortunately for the Cyclones, Lewis Central runs out of the shotgun.
That is true. As
they're going to go an outside run.
End around here, and
he's going to get the 1st down. Hagen Sorensen out there just went for the legs, and Tatum stretched forward for the 1st down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's just too tall. Stretched over for the 1st down. Other than that, like you said, Sorensen had the tackle, had him short.
And yeah, that's one where Harlan's kind of expecting it up the middle, and Lewis Central goes around the outside.
So 1st and 10, ball in the 32. Lewis Central looking to the air as he'll just run it. He's got the 1st down and pushed out of bounds there by Sorensen.
As that's what you got to worry about with Hetzel, is he does have some mobility back there.
Yeah, we haven't really seen it though, Shane. It's been he's been very pocket presence. This is the first time he's really ran all night. So Lewis Central 1st and 10. As they'll look to the air again.
Little comeback screen, and he is blown up. As if there's one thing the Cyclones are great at, it is getting people over the football.
Their side-to-side speed on defense is.
And Lewis Central going to take a timeout, as that will be their last timeout for the half.
And you kind of see Harlan defense looking a little tired.
I mean, it's been a long drive. They have been out there for quite a bit. They haven't been gashed for big gains. It's just been little dink and dunks here and there outside of the Hetzel scramble. Yeah, it's been a long defensive drive.
And that's one thing you don't see on the Cyclone team is a lot of sub in and outs. So these kids are playing basically the whole drive.
Yeah, again, and this is kind of, I talked a little bit with Coach Blatt in the offseason. It's kind of the downside of being a small 3A school. You got players playing both ways. Lewis Central does not really have to deal with that a whole lot.
Some perks of being in 4A, I guess, but Harlan gives them a run for their money. So 36 seconds to go here, 2nd and 8 for the Titans. As Hetzel will flush out to the far side there. He's got a man to the corner. Touchdown, Lewis Central. And that was Peyton Fibbin. And Lewis Central will go up 20-10 with just 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, again, Harlan getting good backside pressure. Just unfortunately, Lewis Central rolled the pocket away from it, and just an easy pitch and catch for Hetzel to Fippen.
Jimmy Scott on for the extra point for the Titans to make this a 21-10 ball game. And that is right down the middle. So 21-10, Lewis Central over your Cyclones. 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's more than likely we're going to see a return, and Harlan kind of just knee it and go into the halftime down 11. But Shane, that's something Harlan's really good at, his second half adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you don't like seeing is, Lewis Central gets this late touchdown. They also get the ball coming out of the half. It's unfortunate, but it's not something the Cyclones can't overcome. They've had great defensive moments this game, and we know they can stop this Lewis Central offense. This last drive, just not the case.
So we will see. Looks like Neeson and Beaker back to receive this kick from Jimmy Scott.
Again, I imagine Scott's going to kind of kick this one to the Cyclone sideline.
It didn't pan out well for him last time, as that was a penalty, but we'll see how he plans to kick off this time. As Beaker will get this inside the 10 and get just past the 20.
Number 10, Beaker takes the kickoff, gets out beyond the 20-yard
There's
line.
a little bit of extra activity there on the sideline from Lewis Central.
Yeah, and we'll see what Cohorst wants to do here with this offense. If he's going to come out and just kneel it, or if we're going to maybe try and hand the ball off, see if we can break something free. Because obviously you don't want to risk anything bad happening.
Yeah.
But I would venture a guess we're at least going to try and hand the ball off, see if we can break something.
Yeah. Nothing. I'm guessing nothing through the air here. As this one will be blown dead.
And that's going to be on Lewis Central. Free 5 yards for the Cyclones. So get us 5 yards closer with no time off the clock. Not mad about that at all.
Only 24 seconds, so Shane. But a lot can happen in 24 seconds. I mean, case in point, Stevens, I'm pretty sure, ran 52 yards in 24 seconds. So 1st and 5, ball on the 27. Arkfeld under center. As this will go to Lucas Francis, and he'll go to pass the first down and more inside the 40. As Lucas Francis again just eating the yards up.
Yeah, they will call a timeout because it broke a big run. So they'll call a timeout, see if they can keep moving this ball.
That's right. Maybe catching Lewis Central napping. I think Lewis Central is expecting probably be in the locker room right now for halftime, but Harlan has had a different idea. So 1st and 10, ball on the 41 when we come back from the timeout. Shane, do you expect them to stay on the ground? Try something in the air?
I would imagine they probably go with some type of a pass here. Just because, I mean, you call a timeout, you got to think they're going to at least try a throw. I would imagine one throw, see how it goes. If they don't complete it, probably go back to a handoff, see what happens, get out of the half.
As Arkfeld has had an up and down night, throwing the ball, 2 interceptions on the night, 1 for a pick 6, but still not really scared to sling it.
No, not at all. And again, that's what you love seeing, just kind of the short-term memory. You know what, we made a mistake, let's bounce back from it.
So 1st and 10, ball in the 41, 18 seconds to go here in the first half. As this will just be a pitch to Lucas Francis again, here to the near side. And he'll get almost to the first down, about 4 yards short though.
That's going to probably do it for the half.
Unfortunately, he stayed inside the
quick.
Unfortunately, he stayed in bounds, so...
Yeah, go for the spike, but again, clock ran out, nothing we can do, so that's going to be the half.
So that'll be it for the half. Lewis Central leading your Harlan Community Cyclones 21-10. And Harlan will go in the locker room making some adjustments, I assure you, and we will be right back. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
This program has been brought to you by Dylan Hamilton, financial advisor with Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact Dylan today at 712-235-5500. Office is located in Harlan and Walnut.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Welcome back here to the second half of tonight's game between your Harlan Community Cyclones and the Lewis Central Titans. Change starting the second half here. Harlan down 21-10. Some halftime stats here. Harlan, 19 rushing attempts for 158 yards. Passing, we have 3 for 11 for 18 yards and 2 interceptions. We do have 1 fumble recovery, 6 penalties for 40 yards, and 8 first downs. As Lewis Central get this out past the 20 on the return. And Lewis Central's halftime stats: 14 rushing attempts for 69 yards, 8 for 14 passing, 89 yards, 2 fumbles, 1 for a loss. 2 penalties for 10 yards, and also 8 first downs. So tale of two tapes there. There in the first half, Shane. Harlan dominant on the ground, not so much through the air. Lewis Central vice versa.
Yeah, again, a rough half for the Cyclones, just not being able to punch it in when they're getting close all the time. But
that's Hetzel. Throws right away, overthrows his intended receiver.
Yeah, it was Cameron Moore, I believe. But yeah, Harlan just falling in love with the run game. Again, you love to see it. It's been effective. Been tough throws. It's Arkfeld's first game as a starting quarterback, and never easy to match up against the Titans.
No. So 2nd and 10, ball in the 23 for the Lewis Central Titans, as this one will be a run play, and he gets maybe 1 to 2 yards.
Yeah, again, this Cyclone run defense has been top notch tonight. Outside of that one drive with Chappelle, who gashed them for a couple decent sized runs, they have been stout.
Harlan usually prides himself on the run defense, Shane. So yeah, not really shocking to see it, but definitely effective right now. So Hetzel back to throw, as he'll get pressure up the middle and just overthrows his intended receiver, as he had his man beat though, and Parker Stessman could not come up with that.
Yeah, just had about a step on Jackson Beaker. Hetzel just not really locked in on those downfield throws. I think we only saw one really down the field throw in the first half, and Beaker, great coverage for the most part, except for the pass interference.
Right. And I mean, we kind of saw this last year with Hetzel. I don't know if it's just first game jitters or what, just not very accurate.
Yeah, it's Landon Nissen going to come up and fair catch that one at about the 43.
So here comes the Harlan offense, and Shane, we've seen flashes of good and flashes of bad. Nonetheless, still 21-10 ball game. Anything can happen. Hopefully halftime adjustments. Maybe Gabe Arkfeld settles in a little bit more, can kind of complete those passes.
Yeah,
keep the ball with Lucas Francis, though.
Yeah, hoping to cut down on the substitution infractions. As Francis going to get the first carry up the middle, and he's going to get about 7, it looks like.
Number 7, Francis gets out near midfield, brought down by number 7, Landon Cameron.
And I don't mean to kind of pat Lewis Central on the back, but Shane, they after that you saw kind of a lot of Lewis Central players on the Harlan players. Like, definitely the size is a factor here, but Harlan holding their own, especially the offensive line.
Yeah, definitely an undersized offensive line, but they are opening some holes for Francis, who is going to get a first down.
And off from Arkfeld to Francis. Gets into Titans territory down to 35. First down for
So the Titans come out, have a 3 and out, and now the Cyclones are moving the chains. As Redmond Stevenson going to get in the game, give Francis a little bit of a breather. And they'll go with a toss to him. Gets the edge, and it looks like he got about 5. As the Cyclones just going to look to run the ball, it seems like.
Flag on the play, indication is holding against the Cyclones.
And the Cyclone's going to get called for a holding penalty, so that is going to move them back. It will be 1st and 20, I believe. So we'll see what this offense comes out with after the holding penalty.
First and 20, ball on the 45. And Harlan will keep it on the ground again, as this is Lucas Francis, and he almost gets it all back.
He basically gets it back to where they were before the hold, and we have a Cyclone down.
First and long, back into tight territory to the 40-yard line.
And the way last year went, Shane, you hate to see it.
As that's Ben Linen. But he's up and back on his feet.
Second and 5, ball on the 40. Lucas Francis again, just gonna kind of take the game on his back here, so he'll get the first down.
I tell you what, there's not really much of a hole there, and he is just squeezing through it and then accelerating.
I don't want to stand in front of him, Shane. That's for sure. I mean, he's just a bowling ball.
I mean, that one, he just kind of turned his shoulders to the side, got through, and then there was the power and speed.
So first and 10, ball on the 31. Gabe Arkfeld under center. And this will be another pitch to Lucas Francis, and he'll get to the edge, and that's about it, as Lewis Central's kind of zoning in on that right now, as Harlan really not fooling anybody on what they're attempting to run here. But, I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad at them for falling in love with the run here, as it is being very effective.
Very effective, but
at some point you're going to have to kind of stretch the play down the field and take the eyes off the running backs.
So here we go, second and 10, ball on the 31. Arkfeld will give it to...
That's Redmond Stevenson, and he just gets stood up.
And off number 34, Alex Redmond Stevenson. Short gain, brought down by the Titans, led by 78. Kyler.
So here we are, third and 10. Got to put the ball in the air.
Unfortunately, now Lewis Central kind of knows we have to put the ball in the air. As Stevenson comes out, and you see what Arkfeld can do here on a third and 10. Ball in the 31, as he'll look to be under center. Harlan in the I formation. Maybe a play action here, as they'll just swing it out to the far side, and Rice will get enough for the first down.
It depends on the spot, but yeah, he is going to get the first down.
And he's
a little slow getting up.
And he's still not getting up.
I think he might be cramping up over there. But Rise, catches it, and he just gets out of that catch and gets forward and gets enough for the first.
And that was a gutsy play call there, Shane. Thrown behind the line of scrimmage already, and it looks like Lewis Central's players are cramping up as well.
Yeah, again, first game of the year, out on the turf. I know it's a nice day, but yeah, it's just some cramping, it looks like.
Set SCSB as your financial teammate. Plan now so you're ready to ace your next major purchase. Kill unexpected requests for personal information. Save early, save often for unexpected expenses. Partner with the experts at SCSB to hit your financial marks. The ball's in your court. Stay on top of your financial game with SCSB.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, Our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
Rise up, walking around, so glad to see that.
Really his first time really kind of getting in on the action offensively, and kind of halted by a cramp here. So Harlan takes over on the 20, 1st and 10. As Arkville will be under center. As a bobbled snap again, and unfortunately, I'm not sure Harlan laid on it, and it looks like it's Lewis Central's. Lewis Central's ball here as Harlan turns it over on the 20. As a missed snap again, and Shane, I do believe that's at least the third one.
I think Arkfeld's had 2, one out of the shotgun, and then that one, and then Hetzel has had 1 for Lewis Central.
That's true.
So I mean,
3rd of the game, 2nd for Harlan.
Again, he's just trying to get out of under center quick. Looked like they were going with toss play again. Just unfortunate. I mean, you're going to have those miscues. Now it's all about rebounding from it.
So here we go. As Hetzel will take it.
And they got Chappelle back in there, but he is swallowed up.
So Harlan kind of gives it back in the hands of this Harlan defense. Hopefully that they can get him the ball back. A quick 3 and out here. And see if Harlan's defense can give us back something in good field position. One thing we haven't really been able to see much is Harlan getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that's from last year. It's kind of a shocking thing to see here. But nonetheless, they get enough pressure to force Hetzel off his back foot, and he'll look to throw as he's got time to throw and finds his man, and in and out of his hands.
And Beaker fighting with it, and that was the kicker, Jimmy Scott. Beaker a little slow getting up.
As it looks like he's cramping. As Jimmy Scott almost made a fingertip catch there, I think had it until he came down out of the air.
Yeah, I think Beaker just fighting with him for it, forced him to bobble it and drop it. Again, these Cyclone defensive backs, I think maybe want to play off coverage a little more, as it seems that Hetzel just likes to keep going deep on it.
Beaker up and moving, but Blatt's going to tell him to...
he's got to come off the field because they stopped play for him, so I'm sure he's got to get a sub.
Like you said, first game of the season, you're going to have a lot of those cramping.
Again, especially, the Cyclones getting tested deep on a lot of these throws.
They are.
And Beaker out there, kickoff return, punt return,
There's really no out route, Shane. It's just streaks from Lewis Central. We're seeing them just go right down the field. As it looks like they've... I don't know if they're trying to run the clock down or call a timeout.
It's just a little communication between the sideline, and they're going to have to call a timeout. They're just trying to check to a different play, it looked like, and it's hard to communicate. So Lewis Central will use their first timeout of the half, and just about halfway through the third quarter.
As of right now, it doesn't look like that'd be a major thing, but Shane, these typically these games between Lewis Central and Harlan kind of come down to the wire. So you kind of want all 3 of those timeouts, I would think, at least in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and again, especially, this is becoming a very defensively minded game. Both teams playing very good defensive games. Lewis Central had the pick 6, and then, I think a couple long drives for touchdowns maybe.
Right, yeah, especially right before halftime.
Yeah, Lewis Central, or Harlan with the one long run, and, then they got the turnover deep into Lewis Central territory for their field goal after that.
3rd and 7, ball at 25. Hetzel in the shotgun. Looks like Chappelle is in. As Hetzel's going to find his man downfield, and it looks like Harlan is cramping as well as Neeson goes down, and that'll be a touchdown for the Titans. As Neeson came up limping mid play there, Shane, and he wasn't obviously wasn't going to catch him, but
yeah, again, it's just Hetzel has all the time in the world back there right now, so hard for Harlan to play deep coverage.
So 27-10 here in the third quarter. Titans over your Cyclones as they attend to Neeson, who looks like he's dealing with a cramp there as well. Shane, it's kind of a different thing here when you're first game out. The humidity, I mean, it's kind of hot today. I don't know about now. It's kind of at least cooled down a little bit, but nonetheless, if you're not used to playing a full game yet.
Yeah, with contact. Again, Nissen's another one of those players. Plays offense, defense, special teams. Not much break. So Nissen down for a little bit, hoping it's just a cramp.
He was grabbing the knee pretty
good
while
it's
he's
not a
running.
hamstring injury or anything.
He's not really been able to put a lot of weight on that. As what we thought could possibly be a cramp, looks like it may be a little bit more.
Cyclones being helped off the field as the Titans line up for the point after. Number 17, Jimmy Scott.
So Jimmy Scott on for the extra point. And he knocks it through, as that will make it 28-10 in favor of the Titans.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
It's 28-10 here as Jimmy Scott is set to kick off to, as it looks like, Beaker and Spencer Fink. So 5:34 to go here in quarter number 3 as Jimmy Scott set to kick it away as
Fink catches that one in the end zone, so it will be out for a touchback.
So Gabe Arkfeld in this Cyclone offense has a lot to figure out here in the third quarter, trailing 28-10. Really no more room for playing conservative. Shane, you need to score, and you need to score now. And
got to see him open up the playbook here.
And Harlan's capable of doing it. We saw it with Stevenson right down the field. And Harlan will give it to Lucas Francis as he will be to the first down, about 11 yards there.
Yeah, again, the last drive, it was a great drive. Just an unfortunate fumble, killed it. They were driving the ball on the ground, so we'll see what they come up with on this one.
As we're seeing a couple, I'm looking at a couple linemen anyways, grabbing the back of their legs. So cramping has been an issue here as of late for both teams.
It looks like Nissen is at least up and on his feet now. Not sure if he'll get back in there, but he is able to sustain his own weight. As Francis fights for
two.
Yeah.
But the way it looked, he looked like he ran 5 yards.
Again, Lucas Francis is going to be a running back to watch in the state of Iowa, as we see Nissen running around on the sideline, running up and down.
So 2nd and 8, ball in the 33, as Gabe Arkfeld under center. Harlan lined up in the I formation. You have one off to the far side there. And this will be right to Stevenson, and he'll be right there at the line of scrimmage as he is met by a whole lot of Lewis Central. And 2 Cyclones are slow to get up here.
No, he just fell on the football as the football, it looks like it came loose.
So 3rd and 8 for the Cyclones as Francis checks back in. 28-10 is your score here. Harlan needing to find some kind of magic here in the 3rd quarter to get this game close. As Arkfeld under center, one off to the far side here. They're going to pitch it to Lucas Francis off to the far, and he'll get swallowed up in the backfield, a loss of 3 yards. As Harlan's run game is really not fooling anybody right now. And Harlan's faced with a 4th and long. So 4th and 12. Just over 3 minutes to go here. By the time they kick it, will be under 3 minutes in the 3rd quarter. And not the opening night Harlan wanted. I know I had high hopes for this game, as we're not out of it yet, Shane, but 28-10, you're giving the ball back to a very hot Lewis Central offense. Now we're barely getting that playoff, and we will have to burn a timeout here, as Harlan was down to 1 second on the play clock here to get lined up for a punt.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what's going on the sidelines. It's a lot of late running players onto the field, late getting played. I mean, we're punting. It's a tough one to know why that's going on, but again, we're not down there. We don't know what's going on. It's a tough night for these Cyclones, but they are still fighting and will continue to fight.
That's right, and it looks like we're seeing kind of newer bodies check in a little bit, as you're seeing about 3 Cyclones kind of getting stretched out there on the sideline. 2:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter, as Harlan faced with a 4th and 12. Nolan Schwery back to get the punt, and he'll bobble the snap and get the ball away.
Good punt from Schwery.
A nice punt, and that'll get a nice bounce inside the 10 when it finally stops at the 9.
What a punt from Schwery. Hopefully that gives this defense some life, as that pins Lewis Central back. But these Cyclones got to keep these Lewis Central receivers in front of them, as that's kind of been the Achilles heel so far, is the deep ball.
Yeah. I mean, usually when Lewis Central starts kind of deep in their own territory, Harlan has a little bit more success keeping them there. We saw that early in the first half, but right now this Lewis Central offense is kind of red hot, got the momentum right now, but maybe this is what the Harlan defense needs, as it'll be a run right up the middle, and he is met for maybe 3 yards. He's still going. It's about 4.
Looks like he got 4, yeah. Again, this would be a very good spot for Harlan to force a turnover or something.
Or just a 3 and out.
Yeah, 3 and out would be nice.
Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third. 2nd and 6, ball on the 13. As Lewis Central in the shotgun, which we haven't really seen them go under center at all tonight.
And they'll just go with a swing pass. The Cyclones will get there though, and it looks like they got him
about
a little bit before the first down.
We'll go 2 yards short on that one. So 3rd and 2, ball on the 18.
Yeah, I think it's probably about 1.5, but regardless,
you just can't give it to me, can you?
I'm not. I mean, it's 3rd and 2, but I'm saying it's more like a short 2.
So, 3rd and 1, ball on the 18 for the Titans as we'll send a man in motion here, and they'll give him right up the middle as he's got the first down and more, almost to the 30 was Chappell.
Chappell. As he is a big kid. He is 5'6", 200 pounds. So he's got some weight behind it. His runs.
Very well grounded running back there. So a fresh set of downs for the Titans as they come out here. 1st and 10. Ball on the 29. As this will be a run right off to the near side or far side there.
Yeah, it was up the middle, but there was no room. So Chappell tried to bounce it outside, and again, you're probably not going to outrun this defense side to side unless you are a track star.
So 2nd and 9, 1 yard gain on that one. So ball on the 30 as that'll be it for the 3rd quarter. So as they switch sides, it is 28-10. Lewis Central leads over your Harlan Community Cyclones. And the 4th quarter, Harlan's offense is got to find some kind of spark here, or we're not getting back in this game, Shane.
Yeah, again, it's not like it was a poor offensive 3rd quarter.
No.
Had a good sustained drive, like we talked about. The unfortunate fumble, but they're fighting. They're trying to drive the ball. Just got to capitalize on some things.
I mean, again, they look good. I think we are going to have a very successful season, but it's really hard when your first game is Lewis Central.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Not a lot of schools want to play Lewis Central because they just reload year after year. Harlan has a lot of talent that comes through the school, but when you're drawing from a town of 5,000 with some surrounding communities versus drawing from Council Bluffs, Omaha area, there's just a difference. More of a selection. You don't have to have two-way players all over the field, and you're seeing that with cramping and stuff like that for the Cyclones. But they are still out there fighting and clawing for everything they can get, and they will not quit this game.
I mean, a quick turnover here, and a couple good offensive drives, we're right back in this football game. So it's really not over. But as of right now, Harlan, they got to find something. As Hetzel will kind of keep it and throw it in the backfield, and
he throws it to Tatum, and he is thrown out of bounds by Van Balla.
As Van Balla kind of had that read from the get-go, Shane, he was not really fooled at all.
Yeah, no, you could kind of see it, just kind of a little option pass type of deal, and Van Balla just made him stretch it outside.
So 3rd and 9, ball on the 30. For the Titans, as lately they've just kind of been making sure this clock continues to run as we're seeing it on the ground. But 3rd and 9, more than likely we'll see Hetzel look towards the air, and that's exactly what he'll do. And he'll find his man, and that's Fippen. And he is loose and way past the 30, inside the 20 before he's pushed out.
As that's Shields on the tackle there. But again, a big gain, some crossing routes, and defenders just getting lost in the middle, and that creates a free runner.
Peyton Fippen has kind of been the main target for Hetzel all night long, and unfortunately the Cyclones don't have an answer or a guy that can lock him up. So 1st and 10, ball in the 18 for the Titans, as this will be a run play up the middle to Chappelle.
And he's tackled right away. Again, this Harlan run defense is very strong. Just got to get it figured out in the secondary.
On the tackle for the Cyclones.
So 2nd and 8, ball in the 16, as Lewis Central kind of taking their time to get the play in. I think they're just kind of doing it to get, as they'll have to burn a timeout actually. I was going to say, I think they're kind of doing it to run out the clock here, Shane, but...
Yeah, definitely trying to milk the clock. However, I don't think they want to be wasting their timeouts on these right now.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
At Keast Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
So 2nd and 8, ball in the 16, as this defense kind of backed into a corner, Shane, and as Hensel and the Titans come back out, lined up in the shotgun here. As he'll look to the air, he'll be flushed out to the near side here, and just overthrows Fippen there in the end zone.
Yeah, went with a little double move play and just overthrew him.
If he would have kind of hit Fippen there, he had him wide open in the corner there, as Fippen had his man beat.
Yeah, kind of beat. Shields had pretty good coverage, got a little bit of a hand on him on the up move. Maybe got away with one, but we'll take it. Good defense from the Cyclones.
So 3rd and 8, ball in the 16. Harlan needs to stop here to kind of force anything other than a touchdown, and this will be a run play up the middle.
Patlin wrapped up by Rice, who gets through there and gets a hand on him.
Joseph Rice, number 23.
So it'll be 4th and 5, ball in the 13. If you're loose, and it looks like here comes the field goal unit for the Titans.
I mean, it just moves it to a 21-point lead if they make it. You got to think they got to go for it.
Yeah.
As far as the field goal, not on 4th down.
Jimmy Scott, from the way the kickoffs look, has quite the leg on him.
Number 17, Jimmy Scott.
I mean, you're looking at about a 30-yard field goal here.
And it is right down the middle. So Lewis Central puts 3 more on the board as they now lead 31-10 over the Harlan Cyclones. 9:15 to go here in the game.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business could be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
We will see what the Cyclone offense can come up with. Gotta think they're gonna start putting it in the air.
You almost have to, Shane, at this point, down 21 here. We have had success running the football, but towards the end of the last couple of drives there, Lewis Central's really kind of zoned in on that. So, I mean, you got to mix it up. You're going to have to kind of try to push that down the field. You got to get some quick scores here, get some quick 3 and outs, try to put yourself back in the football game. And if there's any team that can do that on a couple quick strikes, it definitely is Harlan.
Yeah, again, Arkfeld's got the arm. It just got to get the accuracy dialed in. You like to see him open it up.
As that one go out the back of the end zone, so Harlan takes over on the 20, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20. So let's see if Harlan tries to go for a quick strike or keep her on the ground. As Gabe Arkfeld looks to be under center here. Harlan lined up in the I formation. Lucas Francis in the backfield there. And Arkfeld off to the sidelines there. And I do believe that's a completion.
What a catch from Rice on the corner route.
Yeah, a little one-handed grab, a little toe tap there. And we are moving the chains. Nice little play action play there. Arkfeld kind of dialed it in there.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of an overthrow, but a great stretch from Rice to bring it in.
Yeah, the way he threw that, Shane, there's only one person catching it, and that was Rice.
Again, and that's the same thing we saw from Will last year, throwing to Rice as well.
So this will be a run play up the middle that goes nowhere. So it'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be a short loss, so 2nd and 11. Ball on the 38.
It might be something to look at, as the season progresses. You got Redmond Stevenson and Lucas as well, both with quite a bit of speed. Splitting them out, letting them run, see if they can burn a cornerback or something, see if they can stretch the field a little bit.
This was, I do believe, Bendorf there.
Yeah, about a 2-3 yard gain for Bendorf.
Brings up 3rd down for Harlan Community.
So 3rd down, 8:20 to go here in the game. And Harlan in the I formation. Arkfeld will pass to Rice, and he drops it as he'd have to have a couple juke moves there to get past. Lewis Central kind of had 2 guys over there.
Yeah, just went with that same play as they went with before on that 3rd down conversion. A little quick pass to Rice, hoping he can fight for the 1st down. Looks like he just tried to run before he secured the catch.
So 4th and 7, ball on the 41. Harlan will bring out their punting unit, and Nolan Schwery has had a busy night, Shane, and has had some really good punts. Last time he pinned him in their 10. So if he can do that again, that'll definitely help out the Cyclones. As a nice And this will be out of bounds inside the 30.
Yeah, not quite as good, but still switches the field a little bit. And that will switch possession as Hetzel will come back out with the Lewis Central offense.
We appreciate your support of Harlan community activities.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 30 for the Titans. As Lewis Central kind of keeping their first string in here. Hetzel in the shotgun. 3 to the far side there. And this will be as Patlin gets to about the almost the first down, maybe a yard short.
Drop down to number 2, Hagen Sortson. 2nd down short for the Titans.
Yeah, nice little run outside to the near side of the field by the Titans. And Patlin gets 9. And yeah, this is where Lewis Central just going to probably keep handling the ball off, trying to milk the clock.
So 2nd and 1, ball on the 39. Hetzel in the shotgun. Patlin right next to him as this one.
And that'll be a false start on Fippen on the far side, as he got going about a second before the ball was snapped. So Fippen having a great game with the mental error right there.
So 2nd and about
2nd down 6 at the 34
about 6. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the game as Hetzel will hand her off to Patlin, and he is broke free past the 50.
And
the
it's
ball's
stripped
out,
by Shields.
and he is going to recover that. Harlan gets the ball back.
Shields chases him down and rips it out of his hands.
As
Patlin's slow to get up.
He's kind of, at least he's able to keep the weight on it. That's a good sign. But that'd be a tough loss for the Titans. But nonetheless, Harlan gets the ball back. 6:43 to go here, 1st and 10. Ball on the 40. And what a momentum swing this is, Shane. Kind of coming late here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and the Cyclones are going to send Colton Schneider out to play quarterback. As
Harlan is moving
about half
quick.
the line starts going before the snap.
So new quarterback, possibly different start or different set count. But nonetheless now 5 yards back for the Cyclones, as it'll be 1st and 15, ball on the 35. As Colton Schneider under center here, as Harlan makes a quarterback switch here late in the game. And this will be a
fumbled handoff.
handoff.
I think the Cyclones got back onto it, and they did.
I'm not sure if Bednorf thought that was going to him or what, but Harlan puts it on the ground, recovers it. Now 2nd and 2nd and long for the Cyclones, as Schneider gets the play call. 2nd and 16 to be exact, ball on the 34. As this will be a pitch to Stevenson, and he gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage there.
No, he did not. He got back to after the fumbled line of scrimmage, but not the original one.
So that brings it to 3rd down and I want to say 14. Ball on the 36.
It's another toss to Redmond Stevenson, and he is tackled right away.
So 4th and long for the Cyclones as Harlan, for 3 downs, didn't put it in the air. And right now down 31-10. We kind of need something down the field. But Harlan playing conservative. 4th and 15. Harlan's defense back at it. See if we can get us the ball again, and hopefully this Harlan offense can put something on the board. As Nolan Schwery punts it away. And
Linen gonna down that at about
26.
26-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Titans as they begin their drive.
So Lewis Central takes over with 4:31 to go here. 1st and 10 on the 26. So it looks like Hetzel is still out there for the Titans. And Chappelle in the backfield. And this will be Chappelle up the middle. And he's got the 1st down, makes a man miss. And almost to the 50-yard line before brought down as
Chappelle, the ball carrier, gets out near midfield. First brought down by the Cyclone, still in Lewis Central territory. 62, Jaden Stevens on the stop. 1st down 10, Lewis Central.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 48-yard line for the Titans as Hetzel and Chappelle in the backfield. 3 line off to the far side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're definitely just going to keep handing this one off.
3:45 left to go here. Lewis Central looking to just kind of run her down and get out of Harlan with a win here. As even though Harlan is, may fall to 0-1, it does not hurt us in district play, as this is a non-district matchup. The first 3 games of the season will be non-district for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and again, it's not going to hurt us anyways. A tough mountain to climb coming out playing the defending 4A state champs, especially after losing 20 seniors. And it's not like it's been easy for Lewis Central.
No. But, I mean, Shane, we started 0-1 last year. Had a very good season before the injury bug hit us, but even then, strong showing in the playoffs. Outside of this, kind of said this last year and during our broadcast, if you're going to lose games, you got to lose them early. Because you start losing them in district play, that's you're only kind of guaranteed 1 loss in district play before you're kind of find yourself out of the loop in the playoffs. So if you're going to lose or drop some tough games, the non-district games is what you want to drop. You don't want to drop any of them, but this one will be a run for 1st down for the Titans.
As it's getting a little chippy there after the plays. Got a lot of pushing and shoving going on afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of emotion, Shane. Harlan down 31-10 at home. Senior night, you don't want that at all. But under 2 minutes to go here, the Titans more than likely just kind of run her down to the end. As this is Chappelle, and he takes a pretty good shot there.
Yeah, Van Balla hits him pretty hard.
And Van Balla's been kind of headhunting all night here. Shane, he's been laying the lumber. And between him last year and Matthew Sorfinen, who we lost, they were kind of the enforcers, and Van Ball has got the enforcer still. We saw Shane Cooper early laying some pretty big hits, so Harlan's got the kids that can hit out there, but I don't know if just Harlan wasn't expecting Lewis Central to kind of get on a roll like they did. But this is a run to the far side there, and he'll get past the line of scrimmage for the first down, and that'll about do it, Shane. Under a minute to go here. Fresh set of downs for the Titans, as actually they're going to mark him a yard short. So 3rd and 1.
Fans that following the game, we will have the most valuable player award from the Great American Rivalry Series, and also providing.
As it looks like Lewis Central just going to have to run one more play.
As looks like they're in victory formation, which nice of him to see that. You don't want to see him kind of rubbing it in, but that'll be the ball game here as Harlan drops the season opener to Lewis Central 31-10. Shane, not the night we wanted, not the night we expected, but nonetheless a hard-fought matchup.
Yeah, good, tough game. These Cyclones didn't just give up. So we'll look to see this fighting them the rest of the season as we look forward to playing Denison this week.
Denison coming to town. It is nice. The first 2 games of the Harlan season are here at home, and then we are 2 games away. But Denison, the highway rivalry, kind of renewed here in Harlan.
Yeah.
And Harlan, we got the better of them last year, and just didn't work out for us tonight. But a hard-fought game, really good game by Lucas Francis and the Harlan defense. But Lewis Central just too much for us to handle tonight. 31-10 is your final. I am Brian Martin.
I'm Shane Conrad, and we got Jonathan North on the camera.
And we will see you all next week here on HLTV Channel 15. Thank you for watching.